Hello everyone, Walt here again. Here we are with our sixth step towards riches. Yeah. So this one in Think and Grow Rich, we have organized planning. That's right, organized planning is our sixth step towards riches. So, organized planning. This one is simply to have a plan that is organized. Really, these principles are not as tough as they might seem. So already we've covered desire. We've gone through faith and auto-suggestion here. We've gone through specialized knowledge, and now imagination, the importance of imagination. And now we're getting to a key principle here. Organized planning. So taking all the different, all our hopes, our desires, all our beliefs in those desires, that kind of stuff, all the things we can imagine, and we're just putting all of it, into a plan here. Now, one mistake people make a lot of times with a plan is they want it to go perfectly. They think, okay, if I'm going to make a plan, it has to be a perfect plan. It has to be a plan with no flaws. It has to be a plan that will always work. And as soon as it stops working, then, it's just also horrible, and I should just throw away the plan, and I didn't do it perfectly. Now, this is a force we call perfectionism. Perfectionism is the opposite of acceptance here, because it's something that accepts nothing as ever being good enough. So in the love-fear dichotomy, you want to get rid of perfectionism as best you can, and I have other videos on that kind of stuff. But that's a problem a lot of people have with planning. They tend to either underplan, say, okay, I have to just make no plan, or they'll go and they'll overplan. They'll say, okay, I can organize every second of my day, and it'll all work out, and it'll all be so great, and it'll all be perfect. And then, of course, it's not going to be, because, come on. If you make a plan for every second, then you're not really living your life, you're being a robot. And so, people don't really conform well to that idea, and then it all kind of falls apart. So organized planning is a process of creating a plan that is organized, obviously. That is it's right there in the title, but it's also creating a plan that is going to be helpful, that's going to be useful, that's going to be the right balance here between going way overboard one way or the other. A lot of people don't have a plan, so they can't achieve success. A lot of people have a plan that's too tight, then they can't have any maneuvering room. So what I would say about organized planning is to simply go forward, organize a plan, or rather just create a plan of, okay, I'm going to do this. And as Napoleon Hill says here in this book, ready or not, just begin on it, okay? So he says that, I believe, all the way back into our third chapter, where we have you create your money plan and be ready to implement it whether you are ready or not. Okay, because it's time to go after your riches, whatever they may be. But yeah, organized planning, just taking all this kind of stuff, your specialized knowledge, your belief, all these kind of things, and just sticking them all together so that you can use them to effectively, create what it is you desire. The mind does a good job of latching on to your plans that you're creating, because the mind does like to have a general plan, but a general plan can be as simple as a goal at times. If you want to see my goal setting video, I have that as well. But regardless, a big deal about it is simply to create a plan. Now, there's a lot more detail in this chapter, but I think the main takeaway I would say from this one is just plan something, okay? This is the whole idea that, 1 hour of planning saves over 3 hours of work. I would say that it can be 1 hour of planning can save over 100 hours of work. I've definitely experienced that in my life, so factor that in and come up with a decent plan. But your plans will rarely be perfect. It's rarely a case where you're just going to create a plan and it'll just, be executed, and it'll all be like so dreamy and exactly what you imagine it to be. But the thing is, it really doesn't need to be exactly what you imagine it to be. It just needs to end up working in the end. And that's kind of the idea. So be willing to adjust your plan, kind of fluctuate it back and forth, but create a plan, okay? So if you want to achieve your success in this number of years or months or whatever in that period of time, I recommend months to years because you don't want to make it forever. You don't want to make it like 20 years and then find out you did it wrong and then, you know, it was a lost 20 years. But you also don't want to make it like next Tuesday because that doesn't give you enough time to actually adjust your subconscious mind. So months to years, create a plan for your success and just start in on it, you know, whether you're ready or not. Just like dive in, take it for all it's got. But yeah, that's about it for this principle. Thank you all for watching. That is our sixth step towards riches. So yeah, anyway, I'm Walt. Stay tuned for the 7th step in this series, which is absolutely wonderful because Think and Grow Rich and was such an amazing book. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time.